how to dominate your niche. Guys, today we're going to be talking about how you can escape the sea of lameness. And especially if you're watching this video, you're probably drowning in a bloody red ocean where you're just stuck begging for scraps and you're coach number 4,283 in a sea of coaches. But what if you could vanish from this fight and you can own a blue ocean that has basically no competition? And when people look at that ocean, you are their only choice. Okay? Because blending in is costing you clients, respect, and cash at the moment. And most of all, respect is the most important thing that it's costing you, right? Because people can see that you are not different from everybody else in the market, right? This is what I call the sea of sameness or the sea of lameness, where you are appealing to everybody else. And when, like, think of it, like, if you were to come to this marketplace and you had to choose one person who's going to help you, achieve a certain outcome that they're promising, who will you choose? Literally, it's so hard to make a choice. And because you know that you have an option, if this one doesn't work out, then the way that you even act around that person is different. That is why people disrespect you when you are in a sea of sameness, right? And so it is very important to actually nail this process because you're going to get a lot of respect. You're going to get a lot of clients when you once you actually know how to dial this process in. Okay, but what if I told you there is a way to become unignorable and so respected that people can see you as just one of one option, right? Because the brutal truth is that you're selling oxygen in a room full of oxygen. No one needs it, right? Your audience sees no difference between you and the next person because you're niching down by topic instead of identity, which is a very important shift you can make to actually work, make your niche work. Okay. Number two is you're being so scared to be polarizing. You're trying to help everyone, and by that you're helping no one. Number three is that you're competing on price and hustle instead of irresistible uniqueness. Okay. Because the moment you compete on price is the moment you end up in a situation like this, and you don't want that. No one wants that, right? So, my question for you is, are you brave enough to stand for one thing? And if you're not, you can click off this video because you're not brave enough to do the work, right? But if you are, you better stick to this because you are going to be a hell of a lot unique when you finish this video, okay? So, the first thing you want to do is you want to carve your unfair advantage, okay? And I have a trick to actually do this. A lot of people say, "Hey, niche down, niche down." Hey, what if you can niche sideways? And by sideways, let me explain what I mean. Right? You're not doing it with a topic, but you are qualifying people based on their identity. That's what I mean by sideways. And so you use a specific identity and a specific quality to actually define that person. For example, you can say, hey, this is a business coach targeting recovering corporate lawyers who love CrossFit, right? So the mix of their identity and their specific quality can give you an unfair advantage on calling out this specific audience. Because if you're a person who says this, and there's a person who's a corporate lawyer and for some reason loves CrossFit, then they can go to the biggest business coach and they can never say that this is my guy. Even if he has 10 times the testimonies like than you, they won't be able to say that. They're going to say that to you, right? That is because you've been brave enough to stand for something. Number two is you can use the polarizing promise method, okay? So instead of saying, hey, I help you grow your coaching business, say, hey, I help so and so people build unlicensed therapy empires so you can heal clients without insurance breathing down your neck, okay? Now, you can see how much compelling this tagline is because it's so specific, it's so brave by saying, hey, I will eliminate each and every other ICP and I'll eliminate each and every other fulfillment mechanism, and I'll just stick with this one because that is very powerful. It just shows how brave you are, and that is what is attractive to the right people. Okay. Number three is you can productize your uniqueness. You can basically turn your sauce into a category. So there are a lot of restaurants who have the same kind of food, but they just specialize with one little piece in their menu. It might be their sauce. Okay, they might have the exact same menu on everything else, but they have a special sauce which they have productized, and because of that, people will come over and over and over and over again there because they've productized their uniqueness. And so you want to apply the same thing on your offer. So instead of saying, "Hey, this is a sales training," you create this unique type of way you can achieve that. Say, "Hey, this is the non-sleazy party host method for introverted coaches." So you can see how this directs a certain avatar, and this targets their qualities, the exact qualities that these people have, and an outcome, right? And so by using these frameworks, you can make your definition so much more compelling to make sure you can attract the right person, even if you have no testimonials. And that's the beautiful part, okay? So whenever you're positioned, this is what you can look like. This is the potential that you can create when you're positioned well. So instead of being the same like everyone else, you can be different, right? You can be the one of one spot in the market that everybody can see clearly that you are different, right? Why? Because you're differently appealing to someone and you're actively being disliked by others. And that's the key. You need to be brave enough to be disliked by other people to actually be positioned well. That's the message here, okay? So, if you want my exact templates to find your one of one niche, I have a kit that includes the unfair advantage audience quiz that you can use to actually find this out for your audience, the 50 polarizing hook examples I can give you as well, and the category of one positioning script. DM me the word blue on IG at Beam Scales, and I'll DM it to you. And yeah, show me this was helpful for you by liking this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.